let's go ahead and acknowledge out of the gate that email marketing can feel overwhelming. Trust me, I get it. What platform do you use? What's the difference? What kind of emails do you send out? How do you get people to sign up? How often should you email your list? And is it even worth the time and effort? Don't people get tired of spam and ignore emails anyway? Why even bother? That's exactly what we're going to talk about today. Hey everyone, and welcome to Business Bootcamp. I'm Christy Wright, best-selling author, certified business coach, keynote speaker, and most of all, your bossy big sister, here to give you the practical steps you want and the tough love truth you need to succeed. Let's dive in. All right, y'all, I have a confession. I have hundreds of books in my office, and I don't do anything with them. Hundreds of books that I have not read and do not read. And I used to have this really bad habit of enthusiastically buying books and then never actually reading them. I put them on my bookshelves. If you've ever seen me do a Facebook Live from home and you see those bookshelves in the background, you have seen these books. So, of course, I had great intentions, but when it came down to actually making the time to sit down, what is that, by the way? What is sitting down? I don't know that life. And then have some quiet time. That's a real joke. That's a real joke in my house. Hilarious. And then actually read them? No, these things don't happen, people. I don't sit down. I don't have quiet. So, of course, I do not read. I have literally millions of dollars worth of knowledge and wisdom and potential sitting on my bookshelves in my office collecting dust. That's the reality of this. And I never really think about them, and I don't do much with them, and they make a great background for my live videos, but backgrounds aren't changing my business, people. They're not. Cute backgrounds, rainbow organized covers like Home Edit, that's not changing my business. It's not bringing revenue into my business. Knowledge is, wisdom is, growth and new strategies. That's what brings revenue into my business. So I've got all these books, but I don't do anything with them. And you know what? Most small business owners treat their email list the exact same way. They may have one. You may have one. They may have a lead magnet or two and may even have a couple different lists. You might have a lead magnet or two. You might even have a couple different lists. But they never really think about it and they don't do much with it. They have millions of dollars of potential collecting dust, just like my books. Now, let's go ahead and acknowledge out of the gate that email marketing can feel overwhelming. Trust me, I get it. What platform do you use? What's the difference? What kind of emails do you send out? How do you get people to sign up? How often should you email your list? And is it even worth the time and effort? Don't people get tired of spam and ignore emails anyway? Why even bother? Y'all, I want to tell you, email marketing is and has for years been the most effective form of online marketing. Period. Email marketing is the most effective form of online marketing. Most emails have an open rate of 33%, which is higher than any other form of advertising or marketing. People are more committed. People are more loyal when they want to hear from you and they raise their hand and say, yes, please keep me connected to your company. You have got potential sales sitting right there on your email list. And as many business coaches will tell you, this is how you build your business in a way that you control. Your email list is how you build your business in a way that you completely control. And you know, me and you as business owners, we're control freaks. We don't want someone else to tell us what to do. We don't want anyone else to tell us what we can and can't do, what the rules are. We want to control this thing ourselves. That's probably why you went into business in the first place. Well, this is how you do it. This is how you have access to your customers completely and fully within your control. Not on social media, where you're at the mercy of their ever-changing algorithms and all their rules and what they do or don't do, what you can and can't see, what you can and can't control, where you're just chasing one thing after another. And then, by the way, what if Facebook goes down for 4 days like it did a few years ago? Then what? You're losing thousands, potentially tens of thousands, maybe even hundreds of thousands of dollars of revenue because you were building your business on rented space. Now, I don't hate social media. I actually like it. It has a great place in your business. You just can't put all your eggs in that basket. It's not a good idea to build your business on something you can't control. This is one of those times that I'm going to say, yes, be a control freak. Absolutely. I want to pour fuel on the fire of your control freakness and send you to a place where you can control your business growth, scalability, and stability. And your email list is how you do that. So Whether you have a list and you are ignoring it like I ignore my books, or you have a list and you're just not sure you're using it like you could, today I'm going to help you. I want to give you a very basic, very tactical formula for growing your email list. If you've done some of this before, this will be a great refresher for you. And if not, this is going to get you started on the right track. Here we go. 5 steps to grow your email list. Number 1, choose and set up on an email marketing platform. You need to choose your email marketing platform. I know, immediately you're already overwhelmed. You're like, this is too much. Listen, it does not have to be hard. If your website is on a platform that already has an email marketing component like Kajabi, then you can use that and just keep everything in one place. If not, you can look into other platforms like ConvertKit or MailChimp or Constant Contact or HubSpot or Infusionsoft. The list goes on forever. And yes, you could get into the weeds of all the pros and cons and bells and whistles and features and benefits of each piece of software. But the reality is you should use the one that is the easiest for you to understand. It does not matter how fancy something is if you don't understand it. Because if you don't understand it, you're never going to use it. It's going to add to your overwhelm and you won't do anything with it. Your email list will continue collecting dust, which is what we're trying to avoid today. So I want you to choose the easiest. Choose the platform that you understand the quickest, and if you understand it, you will actually do it. So step 1 is to choose an email marketing platform. Number 2, create a lead magnet. A lead magnet is just something valuable that you create in exchange for someone's email address. It needs to be so valuable to them that they would pay you for it, but you're not going to ask them to. You're going to give it to them. Surprise! Happy birthday, Merry Christmas, a gift, a free gift. But it's so valuable, it actually feels like a gift because you've really put thought into something that they want, something that solves a problem for them, something that they need, something that they're interested in. They just have to give you their email address to get it. This can be a PDF, a worksheet, a workbook, an ebook, a course, a masterclass, a how-to video, notes from your presentation on stage, a calculator, a quiz, a challenge, an email series. It doesn't matter. It can be so easy, simple, scrappy. Don't overthink it. Doesn't have to be fancy. It just needs to be valuable because of the content. So let me give you some examples of lead magnets I have had over the years and some that I have now. So you can see the variety of lead magnets that I've created. Number 1. I have created action steps that go along with my best-selling books. So when I wrote Business Boutique in 2016, it released in 2017, at the end of every chapter, there were action steps. I love to make things tactical. I didn't want this to be business theory. I wrote out action steps where people could apply what I taught them in each chapter of that book. Well, I also created a digital download, a PDF, of these action steps. So anybody that bought my book at retail outlets like Amazon, Barnes & Noble, etc., I wouldn't have their email address. But because I wrote these action steps into the book, then it incentivizes every single person that bought that book to then download the action steps, the PDF, the workbook, etc., so that now all of those sales, all of those people, those customers are now getting on my email list. So if you're an author, you need to be writing lead magnets into the copy of your book because otherwise there's no way for you to capture those email addresses of all those people that bought your book at retail. You won't ever have their contact information. So one example would be the action steps for Business Boutique. I also did the same thing for my best-selling book, Take Back Your Time. I wrote this slightly differently. I wrote this as a workbook that goes with Take Back Your Time, but the workbook that helps you practice what I teach you in this book is available for download if you give me your email address. So Business Boutique action steps and the Take Back Your Time workbooks go with those books, and then I can capture email from each book purchaser. It's just a PDF, y'all. That's all it is. It's just a PDF download. Another example, I don't have this lead magnet anymore, but it's a great example, so I want to share it with you. Back when I was at Ramsey and I had the Business Boutique brand, we created a calculator called the Profit Potential Tool. And this was a very simple online calculator where you could put in your revenue, your sales, your cost of goods, what you want to make per hour, how many customers you want to serve, your goals for your business. You put in some basic numbers, high-level numbers of your business, and it shows you the potential of profit you can make in your business. So then it shows you what you need to increase or decrease, how many more customers or how many more sales that you need to make, or how you need to decrease your expenses, your hours worked, or your cost of goods to increase your profit margin. A really simple calculator, a really simple tool. It was super effective. I think that was one of the most powerful lead magnets I had in my time at Ramsey. We don't have that tool anymore, unfortunately. But if you have the ability to create any kind of calculator, that's a great idea as well, because people love that kind of stuff. Another example, a 7-day devotional. This is an email series. So I have 7 different emails that I wrote that have a different tip of how you can get your hopes up. So it's 7 days to stop feeling discouraged. I promote this lead magnet on my other podcast, Get Your Hopes Up, and it's also promoted on getyourhopesup.com. So someone can sign up for my free 7-day devotional, 7 days to stop feeling discouraged. And every day for 7 days, I send them an email with a tip on how to get their hopes up again, how to journal, how to pray, how to reflect, how to rest in God's word. They're very tactical things to help you stop feeling discouraged and get your hopes up again. But y'all, it's an email series. You can set this up in your email marketing software where you write the email one time, and then when someone signs up, these emails are dripped out in whatever frequency you decide. It can be once a day, once a week. After they take a certain action in your business, these emails are then dripped out. So an email series is a very easy thing to set up, but you want to position it into something more valuable than an email series. So you call it something like a devotional or a challenge or whatever. Next, the Content Clarity Starter Kit. This is a workbook that I put together to help people get clear on the content in their business. So if you're not sure what content you should write and put out for your business, I have a lead magnet, the Content Clarity Starter Kit, and it is, again, a PDF download. But notice I didn't say, hey, get my PDF download. No one's excited about that. No one's excited about your PDF download. It does not seem valuable. No one's going to pay you for a PDF download. Name it something cool. Name it something valuable. A starter kit, the Content Clarity Starter Kit. Ooh, starter kit? That feels like something I should buy, but all I have to do is give you my email address. Yes, make sure you name it something valuable, even though I'm telling you the essence of the medium and the format can be simple and basic like a PDF. Another example, the Top 10 Mistakes All Speakers Make ebook. I wrote an ebook, a mini book, a tiny book, a quick read called The Top 10 Mistakes All Speakers Make and How to Avoid Them. This is simply an ebook, but it's really, again, a PDF download. Another example I have, the Speaking Business Starter Kit. These are all templates from my course, Start Getting Booked. So I created this course called Start Getting Booked, which is available, by the way, at startgettingbooked.com. But I pulled out the templates and created a lead magnet with these templates. So the templates on their own are valuable because it shows you what I cover and what you need to think about as you're getting your speaking business up and going, what you need to put on your landing page, etc. But it still brings people into my funnel where then they want to buy the course because they're like, I don't really know how to use these. So then you would obviously want to buy my course, Start Getting Booked, so that I teach you how to use these templates. But the templates are still valuable. You feel like, oh my gosh, I'm getting 4 incredibly valuable templates for free. I just have to give you my email address. Yes, the Speaking Business Starter Kit is a great example of worksheets or a workbook that I repurposed, that I'd already created to go along with my course, but I repurposed as a lead magnet, put them out in the world, and now I'm collecting email addresses. And then lastly, my goal setting guide, which is my newest one, which goes along with everything I'm doing this month in January around setting goals and helping people build their business and their life with what they want for this year for 2024. That is essentially a worksheet. Again, a PDF download, but it's valuable because it's going to help you set your goals and walk you through the goal setting process. As you can see, there's a lot of variety here. I could do a lot of things I haven't done, like videos, how-to videos, mini courses. I haven't done that, but you could do that. If you want to see all of these in one place, if you go to christywright.com/free, you can see examples of everything I just described, except the Profit Potential tool, because I don't have that anymore. You can go and study how I've done this. Sign up for some of those, not only so you're on my email list, but so you can study how then the process you experience as a consumer or as a subscriber. You're going to get a welcome email from me, and then you might be put in a series and study how I format my emails, study how I name these lead magnets, study how I position them as being a solution to a problem that you have. Pay attention to why I do what I do, because then what I'm teaching you today in building your own list is going to make a lot more sense. It's going to make it more tactical and specific with these examples that you can follow. If you don't have any lead magnets at all, I want you to start by creating one that is in the format that you can create the most easily. Pick a format that is the easiest for you to create. So for me, it's writing. I am a writer. I have got all the words, all the content. I'm an endless well of content and ideas. So I love to write. And when I left Ramsey, Y'all, I had to start my entire list over. So what I did was I wrote a short book, an ebook, this mini book, and I titled it Top 10 Mistakes All Speakers Make and How to Avoid Them. This solved a problem for the audience I wanted to connect with as I'm building my speaker training business. I'm creating courses, Stop Winging It, How to Face Your Fear, Craft Your Message, and Present Like a Pro. I'm going into the speaker training space, but I need to start to tell people that I'm going to the space, and I need to start pulling people in that are interested in that content from me. So I created a lead magnet in a format that was easy for me, writing. I just wrote a short little book, laid it out in a PDF download, and began to promote it, which then tells my audience, oh, this is a space I'm going into. And anyone interested in that content is downloading the book and signing up for my list that I then can market to with my upcoming courses, Stop Winging It, or Start Getting Booked, and so on. It not only was a format that was easy for me, but it solved a problem for my audience. They don't want to screw up on stage. They don't want to blow it or embarrass themselves. So they want to know, what are the top mistakes that speakers make and how do I avoid these? So it's a felt need that they have. So this is what you can do when you're just starting out. Pick a format that is easy for you. If it's writing, write. If it's video, do video. If it's something else, do something else. But pick a format that is easy for you to create, and then pick a problem that you want to solve for your audience with that lead magnet. What is a problem they have? What's a question they ask you? What is something that you just get nonstop comments on or emails about? What are those top questions they have that you're not currently solving through your business, or not solving maybe the high-level simple way, and then solve it through that lead magnet? Y'all, you can create these really scrappily. Is that a word? Scrappily? You can create these really scrappily on your phone, on your camera, or even with apps like Canva. This does not have to be fancy. It just needs to be valuable. So create a lead magnet that is valuable, that is easy for you to create, and that is what you're going to offer to your audience in exchange for their email address. Okay, you still with me? Number 1, pick your software. Number 2, create a lead magnet. Number 3, build a landing page on your website. Or better yet, have someone build it for you. If that's not your style, and it's not mine, have someone build it for you. This can be really simple. Here's what you need. It needs to talk about the problem that this lead magnet solves. It needs to position the lead magnet as the solution, and then it needs to have a simple form for people to give you their email address. That's it. Problem that you're solving, the lead magnet is the solution, and then what is your name and email? That's it. When they sign up, the lead magnet is automatically delivered to them, and then they are now on your list. If you want to see a really quick example of this, go to christywright.com/starter kit, and you'll see an example of a landing page where the Speaking Business Starter Kit is positioned as the solution to the fact that you don't know how to get your speaking business up and going. It's got name, email, it's got a product shot of the PDF with the cover. You can see what this looks like as a landing page example. It can be really simple, it can be short, but you need a place to actually capture their emails. All right, step number 4, drive people to your lead magnets. You can do this so many ways, y'all. You can do it through your podcast, through being on stage, through being on a guest on someone else's podcast. You can do it through paid ads, through social media. You need to pitch your lead magnets every chance you get, and here's why. Because what you're offering to the audience that's listening at that moment is valuable, and it's free. But also, it is getting people on your list. It's valuable to them, it's free to them, but it's also how you build your list. So you need to get comfortable mentioning this every chance you can. You should not be on someone else's podcast, someone else's platform, on a Facebook Live, on stage, and not mentioning a lead magnet if you're able to. Now, of course, with stage, you do need to get permission for this. You don't want to go on stage pitching all kinds of stuff and you didn't ask the client, the conference, the event host if that's okay with them, because there are restrictions and expectations around that. But anytime you can, that is how you pull people from white space or from other people's worlds into your world. So get comfortable driving people to your lead magnets and have a really easy URL to send people to, whatever that is for you. Make it something easy for them to remember, type into their phone. Even better if you can do text in, just make it super easy for them to get to the thing you want them to do, which is download that lead magnet. And then step 5, are you happy we're at step 5 of 5 steps? Are you happy that we're almost done? I know, you're sticking with me here. Step 5, this is the fun part, believe it or not. Nurture your list. Nurture your list just simply means invest in them, take care of them, talk to them, help them, add value, send them emails that they care about, send them content that they need. Other than one welcome email that you will write one time that is automatically sent when someone joins your list and that just welcomes them to your tribe, Other than that, you'll want to write emails that go out to nurture your list. I try to email my list about once a week with something valuable. It's like a letter from me, and I always write it myself. It has personal stories, it has advice, inspiration, teaching, updates about my business or things coming up, new things, podcast episodes, new launches, new events, courses, etc. You can talk about whatever you want to in your emails to your list. Just make sure that what you're talking about is what they care about. Because when you give really great content to your list, content that your audience cares about and wants, they open your emails and they don't unsubscribe. They open your emails, you have a great open rate, and they don't unsubscribe. They stay on your list. This is how you build your email list. These are your 5 basic, high-level, scrappy steps to build your email list. Number 1, choose a platform. Number 2, create a lead magnet. Number 3, build a landing page. Number 4, drive people to the lead magnet. And number 5, nurture the list. Does it take some work? Yes. Is it worth it? Yes. Y'all, I have made over 50% of all revenue in my business in this last year from marketing to my email list. When you know how to use it, this has all the potential in the world for you. So I have to confess, I have not gotten better about reading the books on my bookshelf, I'm sorry to say, but I have started doing something different. I now download audiobooks of the content that I want to consume and the books that I want to read or listen to. So instead of listening to music for the, 15 hours I'm in the car for carpool line every day, I am now getting hours and hours of amazing content every single day, increasing my knowledge and putting all that potential to work. I just went about it differently to get there. And you know what? You can do the same thing. You can do the exact same thing. Whether you follow the steps I've given you in this episode today, or you do an abbreviated version, or you have a simple page that you share on Facebook, just do something. Just do something. Don't let the potential of what email can do for you and your business and your life collect dust in the background. Put forth a little effort and grow your list, and you'll be amazed at how much it will help your business for every single thing that you want to do moving forward. All right, y'all, that's it for this week's episode of my new show, Business Bootcamp. But before you go, I need your help to help this new show grow. So I've got a favor, actually 3. Listen. Number 1, please follow and subscribe to this podcast channel so you never miss a new episode. Number 2, please leave a review to help other people trust this show like you do. It really helps me out. And number 3, please share about it on social media so other people can get the help they need as well. All right, that really is it for this week. Be sure to tune in here every Tuesday to get the practical steps you want and the tough love truth you need to succeed in your business. I'm Christy Wright, and I'll see you next time.